Hello everyone. So you've got one last final exam probably for a lot of you all coming up on Saturday, which is just tomorrow, which is TISSNET 2022. Many of you all might be looking at this as the last exam of the season. You might not be writing the forthcoming exams of CMAT, of MHCET and so on and so forth. Hence, I hope you've saved the best for the last. All the very best. Do go ahead and put your best foot forward. 2 to 3 things I want you to keep in mind. Point number 1. Do keep in mind that 60 out of the 100 marks and questions are oriented to verbal and quant. Do ensure that you don't just focus on GK and try to ace that while you go ahead and forget verbal and quant. Generally, people who get calls ace verbal and quant and end up scoring 45 to 60 across these two sections. Please focus on that. Arithmetic orientation, little bit of basic understanding of statistics like mean, median, mode. Generally, those questions come. Basic understanding of geometry, these are the areas that the quant would be focused on. In terms of verbal, RCs, we are already aware of verbal logic and grammar. Basically everything you might have done across SNAP and NMAT as a combination of these two, and a little bit to do with IFT will hold you in good stead. Do keep that in mind. Number 2, the second thing I want you to focus on is there is no cutoff in quant and verbal, okay? However, there is going to be a cutoff in GK. Generally, anybody who scores above 15 to 17 in GK clears the cutoff. Having said that, you should be aiming close to 20 to 25 marks at least here. Thus, go ahead and focus on areas related to polity, areas related to issues of social concern, areas related to environmental changes that might be happening, and certain policies that the government has come out with. A little bit on history and culture will also hold you in good stead. And the third and final thing I want you to keep in mind is the cutoff generally hovers between 70 to 75. Have a game plan. If you think one section is slightly tougher, go ahead, switch. There is no sectional time limit. So go ahead, switch, go ahead and answer the questions from the areas which you are comfortable with, and you'll go ahead and ace the paper. If it seems difficult, do keep in mind that the cutoffs can go below 70 as well, which has happened earlier. However, if it seems easy, it will be closer to 75. So accordingly, change the way you attempt it. Final thing I want you to keep in mind is do come back for the analysis post-exam. We'll break down the entire paper, have a discussion with you, and it's your last exam like I pointed out right up front. Do go ahead and give it your very best. I'm sure you'll ace it. All the very best for TISSNET 2022 from the entire BYJU'S exam prep team.